McGregor. Oh! The Celtic scored! Drizzle through McGregor! Callum McGregor! Callum McGregor!
The game against Reykjavik was obviously my debut, having come back from being on loan at Notts County. Trained well in pre-season, obviously got to the game. Ronnie had put me in the team to start, and you know, at that point you just think, can you try and make an impact, can you try and help the team? And obviously managed to do that in the game. The gaffer had made a few changes and I stayed on, switched positions onto the right hand side, and managed to get the ball and sort of eliminate one of the players, chop back inside, and then just got a strike on goal, and thankfully took a little deflection and went in. But obviously the main thing is the team won the game on the night. But on a personal level, then it was amazing to score on my debut, which is something that I think the young players try and make an impact the first time the supporters see them and the first time they play in the team. So I'm glad that it worked out that way. My first goal in the Champions League group stages obviously came against Bayern, which seems fitting now that obviously we play them next week. But yeah, an amazing moment personally to score in the Champions League. It's the pinnacle of playing football. It's the highest level, and you watch it, you know, growing up years and years, and then you're playing in it, and to score in it was an unbelievable feeling. The atmosphere on the night was incredible. The support was right behind the team the whole night, and like I said, what a moment. The temperature of the game was just rising ever so slightly. We were on top in that moment in the game, and you know, I just found myself sort of ghosting in between a couple of players, and James had played an unbelievable pass, which was right into my path. And at that moment I'm just thinking, you know, try and hit target, try and sort of go through the goalkeeper's legs, and managed to do that, and it landed in the back of the net. And I think everybody still remembers the noise. It was probably the loudest I've heard Celtic Park, and to be part of such a big moment, then it was a huge step in my career personally as well. This goal against Aberdeen is another important moment, and a sort of important moment for myself as well, as much as it was for the team. I'd obviously just come back from the winter break after the World Cup, and this was my first game back from my knee injury, which is always a difficult one for players, because when you get a sort of serious knee injury, then you know there's all these questions about are you going to be, you know, at the same level when you come back, and how was your rehab, and you know, just trusting that everything will be okay. So you probably couldn't have wished for a better return. We were really dominant in the game, but it took us till, was it 87 minutes to get the goal. You know, that would have taken a goal from anyone, to be honest, at that time. But it was obviously nice to hit a nice clean strike from the edge of the box, and yeah, like I said, an important win. The team were, you know, really strong at that point in time. We scored a lot of goals. I think that was Angie's 200th goal in his team, so shows you the level of the attacking play that we had, scoring so many goals. But to win that one 1-0, just coming off the back of the winter break, was important, because that then set the tone for us and continued the momentum of where we left off when the break shut down. This goal was obviously self-explanatory, and why it's in there. To score against your greatest rival, then there's no better feeling. Obviously I did it sort of earlier on in my career, but this is my first one as captain. An amazing feeling, you know. There's, like I said, there's no better feeling when you score against your rivals, and again, which was an important game. Always the first one is very important. Try and set the tone, try and set the level of sending a message and what you want to achieve in the season. And having seen it back there, you know, Daizan puts in some some amazing work to press the ball and get it back as he always does, and then when the ball falls to me, it's a fair bit out, to be fair, but you know, I'm feeling good at this point, and just try to find myself a little bit of space. I then have to sort of drop the shoulder and find an angle to try and shoot, which just managed to do, open it up and get the strike, and then I mean, you can decide whether it takes a deflection or not, but I've seen a couple of different angles there. The main thing is it ended up in the back of the net.